Hello friends, good evening to all. I hope you all are doing good and your preparation for the prelims is also going very well. So today in this lecture of past prelims series, we are going to start from question number 71 of the 2023 question paper. Okay, 2023 GS1 Sat A. So let's start from the question number 71. As already we have done 70 questions of this test paper till now. So question number 71, according to the MSME Act 2006, the medium enterprises are those with investments in the plant and machinery between 15 crore and 25 crore. See, this definition was incorrect at that time also, and recently also government has changed the definition. So recent definition, please check the recent definition. Okay, so this statement was incorrect, and basically this question is knowledge based. The second one, all bank loans to the MSME qualify for the priority sector. See, here if you go by the extreme statement rule, then you will mark it incorrect, but you need not to worry. If you have the knowledge, then it's fine, then this statement is incorrect, sorry, this statement is correct. But if you go by the trick, then you will mark this statement incorrect. Okay, so as already I told you, some of the questions will definitely cannot be solved by the these tricks that I have told you. Okay, but overall you will get the positive marks, so need not to worry if any one or two question or three questions you are marking wrong because of the tricks. Okay, and as already I told you, the trick should be the secondary thing, first should be your knowledge. Okay, so the answer of this question is 2. Okay, 2, first statement is incorrect and second one is correct, so this is the correct answer is 2 only, that's B. Now with reference to central bank digital currency CBDC, it was in news at that time. ठीक है, करंट अफेयर का ये क्वेश्चन है, इसलिए कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट. इट इज पॉसिबल टू मेक पेमेंट्स इन डिजिटल करेंसी विदाउट यूजिंग यूएस डॉलर एंड स्विफ्ट. यस देखो, यूएस डॉलर यू नो एंड स्विफ्ट इज इंटरनेशनल सिस्टम फॉर द फाइनेंशियल ट्रांजेक्शन. सो इफ CBDC is there, central bank has launched any digital currency like e-rupee, so it is saying ki you can make the payments without using this US dollar and SWIFT system. True, yes, definitely we can make. Now next is a digital currency can be distributed with a condition programmed into it, such as time frame for spending. Yes, this is also true, it is digital currency. So if any digital currency is there, so what is digital currency? It is basically a program type of thing. So in any program you can have the conditions, you can have a time condition. Okay, if you do not spend this money in 1 month, then it will get wasted. This you can do, and it can also be purpose specific. Digital currency can also be purpose specific. Example, suppose you are you have given rupees 1000 for PDS. Okay, you are not giving the PDS, but you are giving the direct benefit scheme. Okay, you are just sending rupees 1000 but in digital currency for the PDS. ठीक है, तो what you can do, you can make a condition कि this money can be used only for the PDS. If you use it anywhere else, it cannot be redeemed. So such conditions can be there because it is digital currency. Like we have the coupons, na कि okay, you have got this coupon and you can use this coupon on that particular shop only. So these things can be made in such digital currencies also, because बहुत सारे digital currency they are programmed. So programmed can be they can be programmed in such a manner that they can be time and purpose specific. Okay, so this is correct. So answer will be C. Both 1 and 2 will be correct. Today most of the questions will be like knowledge based. Like question number 73, in the context of finance, the term beta refers to. So those of you who are investing money in the stock market, you might be knowing what is beta. Beta is the numeric value that measures the fluctuations of a stock to change in the overall stock market. This is the correct one. Like let me explain beta meaning. See, suppose you have purchased the stock of Maruti. Okay, and this is overall market. Suppose overall market NSE is there, National Stock Exchange. Okay, National Stock Exchange we have Nifty. Okay, this Nifty is there and Maruti is there. So in one day Maruti share has gone up by 10%. Suppose it is very big number I am telling. Suppose it is going 10% and market increase by only 5%. So your beta is more than 1. So it is your this stock is doing well. Okay, so this is how like beta is calculated. So beta is a numeric value that measures the fluctuations of a stock to change in the overall stock market. So this is it. Coming to the question number 74. Self-help group. Self-help group. It is a very interesting question. See it. Self-help groups program was originally initiated by the State Bank of India. No. If you know about the self-help group that you might have studied in GS paper 2. Okay, and some of the optionals also like public administration or sociology, you might have studied self-help group. So it was initiated not by State Bank of India. It was started by Grameen Bank. Which Grameen Bank? Grameen Bank of Bangladesh. And who was the person? Who was the person? Very famous person today. The current acting PM or acting advisor, whatever you say, Muhammad Yunus. Muhammad Yunus. He is a Nobel laureate also. Okay. So he initiated like this bank, this program of self-help group through his Grameen Bank, and it got very famous worldwide, and he also got the Nobel Prize regarding the same. So this was first one is incorrect. Okay, in a self-help group, all members of a group take the responsibility of a loan. True. It is a collective, na? Self-help group is a collective of women mostly. The regional rural banks and scheduled commercial banks support self-help group. Yes, they support the self-help group. See the language. Regional rural banks and scheduled commercial banks, they support the self-help. Even this statement is not saying ki paying money or giving credit. Okay, it is saying support. Support तो किसी फॉर्म में हो सकती है ना. Support can be suppose they are helping them learn the some skills can be there. So this is also a kind of support. Support can be in any form. So they are using such a loose language so that the statement can be made correct. So only 2 is the correct one. Only 2 is the correct. B is correct one. Now coming to the question number 75. India's public sector healthcare system largely focuses on curative care with limited preventive, promotive and rehabilitative care. True. See, this is a very big criticism of India's public health sector. Even Niti Aayog criticized it, is saying our health system is inverted triangle. Suppose this is primary sector, secondary sector, this is tertiary sector. Okay, in health, primary, secondary, tertiary means this primary is the preventive care. Okay, and this is curative care. So what we are focusing today, we are spending more money on this sector, tertiary sector, very less on the preventive sector. So what rather should be there? Instead we should have like this, like more focus should be on the preventive care itself. Okay, so this is saying it is saying same thing. India's public health sector largely focuses on the curative care with limited preventive, promotive and rehabilitative care. This is true. So under India's decentralized approach to healthcare delivery, states are primarily responsible here. Yes, states are primarily responsible. Why? Because health is the state subject. But now tell me whether statement 2 is the reason for statement 1. Ki this inverted triangle means we are focusing more on the curative, less on the preventive, because the state is under the this health sector is under the state subject. No, it is true, it is a state subject, but that is not the reason. अगर state का ही subject है health तो क्या हो गया? State can also focus on the preventive part ना. So what is the problem? So statement 2 is correct, but statement 2 is not the correct explanation for the statement 1. So both statement 1 and 2 are correct, and statement 2 is not correct explanation for the statement 1. So okay, this is how you have to mark it correctly. Now coming to the question number 76. Stop it for some time, like 10 seconds, and then think what you would have marked it if you were in the examination hall. See, according to United Nations World Water Report 2022, India extracts more than a quarter of world's groundwater withdrawal each year. It is saying that India is responsible for extracting more than 25% of the world's groundwater withdrawal each year. This is true. If you know, this is true. India needs to extract more than a quarter of the world's groundwater each year to satisfy the drinking water and sanitation needs of almost 18% of the world's population living in the territory. What is the problem? Even if you did not know the first statement, if you know the second statement, then also you could have marked it correctly. I am telling it how. See, it is saying India needs to extract more than quarter of the water, groundwater each year to satisfy the drinking water and sanitation needs of almost 18%. See, it is true India is extracting more than 25% groundwater, but the reason is that India is using more than 80% of this water for agriculture purpose. It is for the agriculture purpose, not the drinking water purpose. So this statement is incorrect. And suppose you don't know the first statement, you know कि second statement is incorrect, then also you could have marked it correctly, because out of these four options, only in the one statement 2 is incorrect. See, statement 1 is, this is statement second is incorrect, only in the statement C, only in the option C statement second is incorrect. So this is how you could have marked it. देखने में लगता है कि क्वेश्चन इज टफ, बट इट इज़ वेरी इजी इफ यू नो इवन वन ऑफ द ऑप्शंस, एंड दैट ऑप्शन इज इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट, दैट स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट. ठीक है. नाउ कमिंग टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 77. ओके, it is purely from the Lakshmikant first statement. According to the Constitution of India, central bank has a duty to protect states from the internet disturbance. True. In comment section, tell the article number. Tell article number. Which under which article number central government has the duty to protect the states from internet disturbances? Tell me this article number. Please mention that in comment section. Okay. And the Constitution of India exempts states from providing legal counsel to the persons held in preventive detention. Yes, it's talking about preventive detention. So yes, in preventive detention, states have been exempted from providing the legal counsel. भाई कि अगर किसी को पकड़ लिया आपने प्रिवेंटिव डिटेंशन में, तो ये आपकी ड्यूटी नहीं है कि आपको उसके वकील की सुविधा मुहैया कराएं. ठीक है, क्योंकि ये प्रिवेंटिव डिटेंशन है, तो ये एक्सम्पशन में रहता है यहाँ पे. अब ये वाला आपको पता नहीं होगा, पोटा वाला. अकॉर्डिंग टू द प्रिवेंशन ऑफ टेररिज्म एक्ट 2002, कन्फेशंस ऑफ द एक्यूज बिफोर द पुलिस कैन नॉट बी यूज एज एविडेंस. लेट मी टेल यू वन थिंग. इफ अ पर्सन इज देयर and this person under any case has been charged by the police, okay, and police took up this person, filed a case against him, okay, and okay, and this person has made any statement before the police, okay. Suppose police is asking ki have you committed this crime, have you killed this person, and this person says yes, I killed, but it's saying it before the police, okay. Then it goes to the court, okay. When it goes to the court, police is saying ki before us this person has given the confession ki okay, this Mr. A has killed to someone, suppose Mr. B, but this confession before the police cannot be used as evidence, because here in court the person can say no, I have not killed, the statement that I gave before the police, that was under the pressure, and police cannot do anything. Means police cannot use that statement as a evidence. It happens, generally this happens, but this POTA Act came na. What this POTA Act like? POTA Act was just against it. It made the rule ki any confession given before the police will be treated as evidence in the court, okay. So this was the case, and that's why that is also one of the reason that it was discarded, okay. So this is saying according to the Prevention of Terrorism Act, confession of the accused before the police cannot be used. Actually it could be used, okay. So only 2 is correct, only 2 is correct. Yes, V is correct. Question number 77 B. Okay, now coming to the question number 78. Coming to the question number 78. Which one of the following countries has been suffering from decades of civil strife and food shortage and was in news in the recent past for its very severe famine? See, current affair based question, purely, okay, and its answer is Somalia. See, let me tell you one thing. You have to do places in news, okay, because every year 4 or 5 questions come from the places in news. So what you need to focus on? You need to focus on those countries where civil war is there going on, coup has taken place there, countries that are engaged in war, okay, or any like economic recession or financial emergency, any such kind of thing is happening in any of the countries. You should read that country very well, because UPSC asks questions from such areas, okay, in the IR section. So you should know these things. So special focus should be given to such countries facing such problems. Now coming to the question number 79. In India, biodiversity management committees are key to the realization of the objects of Nagoya Protocol. See, I am asking one thing from you. Nagoya Protocol was about, it was regarding prevention and conservation of biodiversity. Question is also saying the same thing. In India, biodiversity management committees are key to the realization of the objectives of Nagoya Protocol. Yes, true. It is saying biodiversity management committees have important functions in determining access and benefit sharing, including power to levy collection fees on the access of biological resources within its jurisdiction. This is also true. Okay, in economy, you should have studied it. So it is a knowledge based question. So both are correct here. Both are correct here. Coming to the question number 80. Question number okay, this is question number 80. Consider the following statements in respect to the election of the president. See, this question was a really tough one, but see how we could have solved it. Members nominated to either house of the parliament or the legislative assemblies are eligible to be included in the electoral college. No. In president's election, nominated members are not included in the electoral college. Pure Lakshmikant. Okay, so this is incorrect. Higher the number of elective assembly seats, higher is the value of vote of each MLA. No, no. In Lakshmikant, again, you should know the formula. What was the formula for the value of the vote of each MLA? Okay, so this is again incorrect. The value of vote of each MLA of Madhya Pradesh is greater than that of Kerala. Again, see, it is purely factual question. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you cannot do anything. Okay, but this is incorrect. This is incorrect. See, value of vote of each MLA of the Madhya Pradesh. The value of vote of MLA depends upon population of that state and number of elected MLAs from that state. Okay, so if you have the idea about these two numbers, then only you can calculate it. So this was incorrect factually. The value of vote of each MLA of Puducherry is higher than the Arunachal Pradesh because ratio of population of the total population of elected seats in the Puducherry is greater as compared to the Arunachal Pradesh. Correct. This is correct. See, they have given the formula also here in this definition. Okay, so only one is correct here. So this question paper was a bit on tougher side in 2023. Okay, and this question number 81, again it's a very factual question. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then please skip such questions. With reference to the Indian history, Alexander Rea, A.H. Longhurst, Robert Siebel, James Burgess, Walter Elliot were associated with archaeological excavations. They were associated with the archaeological excavations. If you know, if you know. Otherwise, please skip such questions. Now see question number 82. Given sites and why these sites are known for. What was the reason that these sites are famous? See, this thing you might have already studied because this is given in our art and culture NCERT also, and in the Nitin Singhani also. Sita Napsal caves are for Jain caves shrine. This is true. Okay, Bhaj, they are Buddhist caves shrine. This is also true. But Besnagar is not Saivite. Besnagar is not Saivite. Rather it is related to Vishnu. Okay, it is related to Vaishnavites. So this is incorrect, and these two are correct. So only 2 is the correct. Knowledge based question. Okay, so only 2 are correct. Coming to question number 83. 7th August is declared as the National Handloom Day. Okay, it was in 1905 that the Swadeshi movement was launched on the same day. See, it is knowledge based question, but one thing you can do here. If you consider this statement is correct, that 7th August National Handloom Day is celebrated. Okay, fine. In 1905 Swadeshi movement was launched. This thing you know. On the same day. Okay, so it is going okay. On 7th August it was launched in 1905, and we focused on Swadeshi thing there. And handloom is also charkha. Handloom is also the symbol of Swadeshi and self-reliance, self-independence. Okay, so it's like they are somehow linked to each other. So you could have thought in this manner If you don't know, then you don't know, you could skip this question, but if you know these things, then you could have marked it. This one is the correct. Okay, so question number 83 is correct. Now coming to the question number 84, again very factual question and tough question. With respect to national flag of India, according to the flag code of India, which one is correct? Like one of the standard sizes of the national flag. See, many standard sizes are there, and all these sizes are in the ratio 3:2. Okay, this will be height and this will be breadth, you can say, or length, you can say. So one of the standard sizes of the national flag of India is this 600 mm into 400 mm. This is incorrect basically. Okay, so many sizes are given there under national flag code, and but this is not given there, so it is very factual and it is really tough question. Okay, the ratio of the length of the height, that is width, the ratio of the length to the height of the flag is 3:2. This thing I have already told. Okay, this is correct. So statement first is incorrect and statement second is correct. Statement second is correct. So this is the correct answer. Okay, so you should have skipped this question if you don't know these things, because it is a really difficult question. Now consider the following statements in respect to the Constitution Day. Constitution Day is celebrated on 26th of November every year to promote constitutional values among citizens. This is true. See, second one is, if you देखो, this question may look difficult, but it is very easy question, because if you do not know this one na, then also you could have marked it correct, because it is saying on 26th of November 1949 Constituent Assembly of India set up the drafting committee. Bhai, drafting committee was constituted in the starting itself. So we started writing of a constitution 1946 itself, and it was completed on 26th of November 1949. Constitution was completed and it was adopted on 26th of January 1950. So drafting committee was somewhere created here between 1946 and 1949. Okay, and not on the 26th of November 1949. So this is incorrect. So if you can think like this, and if you can strike this question statement second out, then also you can mark it correctly, because in out of these 4 options, only one option is saying that statement 2 is incorrect. See here, it is saying statement 2 is incorrect. In none of these other options you see statement second is incorrect. Also in none of these you will see statement 1 is incorrect. So if you don't know the other statement, you can mark any one of them incorrect, then also you can get the correct answers. Okay, here this C, statement 1 is correct, but statement second is incorrect. This is the answer. 85 ka C is the answer. Now coming to the question number 86. Switzerland is one of the leading exporters. See the language possibility is there. It is not saying Switzerland is the topmost exporter of the gold. No, it is saying one of the leading. So leading to ho hi sakta hai. So this is correct. Switzerland has the second largest gold reserves in the world. This is incorrect. Knowledge based, but this is incorrect. Okay, so statement 1 is correct, but statement second is incorrect. So this is the answer. This is the answer. Now coming to the question number 87. Recently United States of America and European Union have launched the Trade and Technology Council. See, current affair based question, purely current affair based question. Okay, and then second is, the USA and European Union claim that they are trying to bring technological progress and physical productivity under their control. See how this question becomes so easy despite being a current affair question. See the language. USA and European Union claim that through this the TTC, Trade and Technology Council, they are trying to bring technological progress, fine, physical productivity, fine, under their control. भाई कौन कंट्री कहेगी कि हमने ये इनिशिएटिव लॉन्च किया है टू कंट्रोल द टेक्नोलॉजिकल प्रोग्रेस एंड फिजिकल प्रोडक्टिविटी? नो भाई, they will say we have launched to promote the technological progress and physical productivity, but can't say कि we are trying to control. कोई ऐसी बातें कहता है क्या, वो भी खुले में? सो ये अपने आप ही गलत हो जाएगा स्टेटमेंट. जब आपको पता है कि यू कैन मार्क दिस स्टेटमेंट इनकरेक्ट, स्टेटमेंट 2, देन यू गेट द आंसर, क्योंकि ऐसा सिर्फ एक ही ऑप्शन है. स्टेटमेंट 2, दिस स्टेटमेंट 2 इज इनकरेक्ट. स्टेटमेंट 1 इज करेक्ट, बट स्टेटमेंट सेकंड इज इनकरेक्ट. ठीक है, स्टेटमेंट फर्स्ट इज करेक्ट, स्टेटमेंट सेकंड इज इनकरेक्ट. सो सी इज द आंसर. C is the correct answer. Now coming to the question number 88. See, India accounts for 3.2% of global exports of goods. See, trick is there. Trick. Negative side में लिखो. Negative side. Exact data is incorrect. Exact data is incorrect. So this is a trick. And why I'm saying it? I am not saying it something out of the thin air. I have my own logics and reasons for it. See, if you give any data 3.2%, but it might not be true na. Exact data it might be 3.23258%. Okay, then I say this is incorrect. So this is one of the reason. Second reason is that you might be telling it according to the data given by World Trade Organization, but as per the Ministry of Export, this data can be 3.1%, but WTO saying is data 3.2%. Sources may differ na, and you have not mentioned the source also. That's why exact data are incorrect. So if you know this is incorrect, then also you will directly get the answer, because only out of these 4 given options, only in one of the options statement 1 is incorrect. See, statement 1 is incorrect, और किसी में आपको दिखेगा ही नहीं statement 1 incorrect. ठीक है. So this is how you can get these questions done even without knowledge. ठीक है. Now coming to this question number 89. Question number 89. The Stability and Growth Pact. Stability and Growth Pact of European Union is a treaty that. यार अब सोचो, देखो एक बार बताओ मेरे को. Stability, growth, these are the terminologies from the economy, because we have studied na ki economic stability, growth of the GDP. So economic stability, growth, so such pacts, so they are somewhere associated with the economy. This thing should be clear in mind. So okay, so this they are saying it is a treaty that limits the level of budgetary deficit of the countries. Yes, it's about the economy. Makes countries of the European Union to share their infrastructure facilities. No, not infrastructure facilities. Enables countries of the European Union to share their technology. No. So which one is like we can say it is very much near to the economy? It is this budgetary deficit thing. So this is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. This is how you can make a logical guesses also, na. So that's why we are teaching you these things, these tricks. So one request is there: if you have not subscribed the channel yet, please subscribe the channel, and hit the like button. Okay, hit the like button. Now coming to the question number 90, consider the following statement. Recently, all of the countries of the United Nations have adopted first ever compact for international migration, the global compact for safe border land. भाई ऐसी कौन सी पैक्ट है जो सारे कंट्रीज यूनाइटेड नेशन के साइन कर दें? तो ये यहाँ पे गलत हो गया, ये पहला वाला गया यहाँ से. The objectives and commitments stated in GCM are binding. Again I told you कि such conventions and such things are not binding, generally not binding. I told you the trick. Almost it is correct that they are not binding. अपने आप कुछ बाइंडिंग नहीं हो जाता है यूनाइटेड नेशन का इतनी जल्दी, या फिर किसी भी इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का, बिकॉज इट इज़ अ गेम ऑफ सोवेरेंटी ना. यू कैन नॉट play with the sovereignty of any country, so it's not binding on its own. The objectives and commitments of stated in the GCM are binding. No, they are not binding. ठीक है. The GCM addresses internal migration or internally displaced people also in its objectives. No, ये knowledge based है, but it is this compact is about the international migration. It was not about internal migration, rather it is about the international. ठीक है. So this is also gone incorrect. So how many of the statements are correct? None is correct. Coming to the question number 91. With reference to the home guards. देखो होम गार्ड्स आपने देखे होंगे ना, जो लाइक कभी मेला दशहरा वगैरह होता है, ऐसी कोई फैसिलिटी होती है, या कुछ लाइक ऑफिसर्स के घर वगैरह होते हैं, तो उनका काम होता है कि डंडा लेके ड्यूटी देना, एक पहरेदारी टाइप का करना. बेसिकली दे सपोर्ट दी लोकल पुलिस देयर. ओके, सो इट्स सेइंग होम गार्ड्स आर रेज्ड अंडर होम गार्ड्स एक्ट एंड रूल्स ऑफ द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. भाई एक्ट तो समझ में आता है कि दे आर लाइक रेज्ड अंडर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एक्ट, बट रूल्स आर फ्रॉम द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. why I am saying so? Because they are used for law and order purpose, means they are supporting the police as an auxiliary force, but law and order is the function of the state. Law and order is the function of the state. Okay, so states will make the rules, not the central government for them. Otherwise it will go against the federal structure of the country, and federalism is the part of basic structure. ठीक है, तो ये हो जाएगा यहाँ से गलत. Role of the home guards is to serve as the auxiliary force to the police in maintenance of internal security. I already told कि they support the police to prevent infiltration on the international border, coastal areas. The border being home guards battalion have been raised by some states. See, again it's saying some states. So UPSC is giving us the possibility to mark it correct. भाई इतनी सारी स्टेट हैं 27-28, कर ली होगी किसी ने रेस, क्या ही दिक्कत है. ठीक है, तो ये करेक्ट हो जाएगा हमारा. तो 2 and 3 इज द करेक्ट. सो ओनली 2 is the correct, means option B is the correct answer for 91, question number 91. Now coming to the question number 92. This is a bit difficult one, okay, but we will try to solve it. Action and under which act this action is covered? Unauthorized bearing of police or military uniforms. ठीक है, it is covered under Official Secrets Act. Yes, this is purely knowledge, and yes, it is covered under Official Secrets Act. लाइक जो पुलिस की यूनिफॉर्म है, मिलिट्री की यूनिफॉर्म है, वैसी यूनिफॉर्म आप नहीं पहन सकते अगर आप इस सर्विस में नहीं है, और उससे मिलती जुलती भी नहीं पहन सकते विदाउट परमिशन के. इट विल बी ब्रीच ऑफ ऑफिशियल सीक्रेट्स एक्ट, बिकॉज सी नाम से तो दिख रहा है कि देयर आर सम सीक्रेट्स विच शुड नॉट बी डिस्क्लोज लाइक समथिंग कॉन्फिडेंशियल, बट इट ऑल्सो कवर्ड द एस्पेक्ट ऑफ नेशनल सिक्योरिटी. दिस एक्ट ऑल्सो कवर्ड द एस्पेक्ट ऑफ नेशनल सिक्योरिटी. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दिस नेशनल सिक्योरिटी दिस यूनिफॉर्म also comes under it. Okay, this is the reason. So first one is correct. Knowingly misleading or otherwise interfering with a police officer or military officer when engaged in their duties. Evidence में कैसे आ जाएगा भाई? Evidence का मतलब सबूत. सबूत का तो लेना देना ही नहीं है इससे कुछ. ये वाला जो स्टेटमेंट है ना, ये भी ऑफिशियल सीक्रेट्स एक्ट का है, नेशनल सिक्योरिटी के वजह से. ठीक है, तो ये वाला हो जाएगा इनकरेक्ट, सेकंड वाला. सेलिब्रेटरी गन फायर विच कैन एंडेंजर पर्सन सेफ्टी. भाई ये आर्म्स एक्ट के अंदर साफ दिख रहा है कि आपने तमंचा निकाला और शादी में फायर कर दिया तो आर्म्स एक्ट में जाओगे अंदर. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट एंड थर्ड आर करेक्ट एंड सेकंड वन इज इनकरेक्ट. सो ओनली 2 आर करेक्ट हियर. नॉलेज बेस्ड था और इट वाज अ बिट डिफिकल्ट ऑल्सो. ठीक है, अब देखो क्वेश्चन नंबर 93, करंट अफेयर बेस्ड. ठीक है, रीजन्स ऑफन मेंशन्ड इन न्यूज़ एंड रीजन्स फॉर बीइंग इन न्यूज़. नॉर्थ कीवू एंड इस्तुरी, नहीं पता कहाँ पे भाई. नागार्नो कारावाक. देखो नागोर्नो काराबाख जो था ना, वो इट वॉज इन न्यूज़ एट दैट टाइम एंड इट वॉज ड्यू टू वार बिटवीन आर्मेनिया एंड अजरबैजान. तो इसका ये वाला करेक्ट था. और खैरसोन एंड जयपुरिजिया, ये तो अभी भी न्यूज़ में है और ये कहाँ पे, यूक्रेन में है. ठीक है, तो ये वाला गलत हो जाएगा और इसके वजह से ये वाला गलत हो गया. ठीक है, तो हमारे यहाँ पे क्या होगा, तीनों के तीनों ये हैं गलत, तीनों के तीनों ये हैं गलत हमारे. तो आंसर इज डी. ठीक है, आंसर इज डी. ठीक है, ये जो है ये वाला रीजन जो आपका है वो है डेमोक्रेटिक रिपब्लिक ऑफ कॉन्गो में. ठीक है, न्यूज़ में थे सारे के सारे, करंट अफेयर बेस्ड है, तो नॉलेज बेस्ड क्वेश्चन था ये. नाउ कमिंग टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 94. इजराइल हैज एस्टैब्लिश्ड डिप्लोमेटिक रिलेशन विद सम ऑफ द अरब कंट्रीज. यस, अरब पीस इनिशिएटिव मेडिएटेड बाय द सऊदी अरेबिया वाज साइंड बाय इजराइल एंड अरब लीग. सी, इट वाज नॉट साइंड बाय इजराइल. इजराइल डिड नॉट साइन. अभी तक इजराइल ने इसको साइन नहीं किया है. ठीक है, नॉलेज बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है, आता तो आता, नहीं आता तो जाने दो. So statement, yeah, this statement 1 is correct but statement 2 is incorrect. Statement 1 is correct but statement 2 is incorrect. ठीक है, coming to the question number 95. Coming to the question number 95, it is from the sports. देखो स्पोर्ट्स से इस बार बहुत क्वेश्चन पूछे गए थे लास्ट में, ये स्पोर्ट्स के ही क्वेश्चन सारे मिलेंगे आपको. तो दे हैव गिवन 4 अवार्ड्स एंड दे आर गिविंग द एक्सप्लेनेशन एंड वी हैव टू टेल कि विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आर करेक्ट इमेज. नाउ बिफोर गोइंग ऑन दिस क्वेश्चन, लाइक नहीं किया तो लाइक कर दो, सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया सब्सक्राइब कर दो. उससे पहले आई हैव टॉट यू द ट्रिक in the match the following. What was the trick? If 4 statements are there, 2 or 3 will be correct. 5 are there, then 3 or 4 will be correct. This was there. So यहाँ पे 4 हैं, तो यहाँ पे या तो 2 सही होंगे या 3 सही होंगे. देखो अब मैं बताता हूँ कि आपको नॉलेज बेस्ड तो हालांकि है. तो अब देखो कौन कौन से ठीक है. राष्ट्रीय खेल पुरस्कार, प्रोत्साहन पुरस्कार, recognize the contribution sports. See, it is not for the sports person, it is for the PSUs, corporates, etc. Because it is about this, they provide this, what we say, CSR, okay, regarding it. So they are providing to these corporates. Okay, so this is incorrect. Arjun Award for lifetime achievement. No, it is not for the life for achievement. Rather, it is for the good performance, like consistently good performance for 4 years. अगर 4 साल आपने अच्छा परफॉर्म किया है किसी स्पोर्ट में तो अर्जुन अवार्ड दिया था, तो ये वाला भी हो जाए गलत. बाकी के ये जो दो है ना, देखो द्रोणाचार्य तो वैसे ही पता पड़ा, गुरु द्रोण गुरु हुआ करते हो, गुरु के लिए दिया था, कोचेस के लिए, तो ये ठीक है. मेजर ध्यानचंद खेल रत्न अवार्ड ये भी ठीक है. तो अपने 2 और 4 गलत हैं और 2 ठीक हैं, तो ओनली 2 इज करेक्ट. सो बी इज द करेक्ट आंसर for the question number 95. Now coming to the question number 96. Coming to the question number 96. Again, it is on the sports and it is purely based on current, क्योंकि चेस उस समय इंडिया में हुआ था, चेस ओलंपियाड. 44th चेस ओलंपियाड, फर्स्ट टाइम दैट चेस ओलंपियाड वाज हेल्ड इन इंडिया. यस, ये साउथ इंडिया में होता है, चेन्नई में आई थिंक. द ऑफिशियल मास्कट वाज नेम्ड थम्बी, ये भी ठीक है. अब देखो यहाँ पे देखो, हियर दे हैव लाइक गेम्ड अस, लाइक ट्रॉफी फॉर द विनिंग टीम इन द ओपन सेक्शन is the Biera Magic Cup. Trophy for the winning team for the women's section is the Hamilton Cup. For see what EPS is done, it has played very deadly here, like what it is doing, it is just interchanged, it just interchanged the facts, interchange the facts. Actually they are saying कि trophy for winning team in the open section is Biera Magic Cup. No, it is not in the open section, it is for women, it is for women section. And here is, they are saying women section is the Hamilton Russell. No, it is for the open section. So they just like shuffled the facts. So only 2 is correct, only 2 is correct. So B is the correct answer. Okay, now coming to the question number 97. Question number 97. Question number 97. See, question number 97. Area of conflict mentioned, country where it is located. See, Donbas. Again, Donbas is today, like these months also Donbas is news. Where is Donbas? It is in Ukraine. It is not in Syria. So incorrect. Kachin. Where is Kachin? Kachin is in Myanmar. Kachin is in Myanmar. Tigray. It is in North Yemen. No, it is not in North Yemen. It is in Ethiopia. ठीक है. So all 3 are incorrect here. All 3 are incorrect. It is asking correctly match. Okay, so none is correct. All 3 are incorrect basically. Question number, तो जब whenever you are doing the question, please see here कि whether they are asking the correct or incorrect. Otherwise भाई फिर गड़बड़ हो जाएगी सारा क्वेश्चन नहीं पढ़ा तो. Question number 98. In recent years, Chad, Guinea, Mali and Sudan caught the international attention for which of the following reasons common to all of them? They were due to successful coups. See, I told you ना कि कहीं पे coup वगैरह हुआ है, ऐसी चीज़ें हुई हैं, तो they will ask the question from there. उसने दे दिए कंट्री के नाम, पूछ रहा है कि ये भाई न्यूज़ में क्यों थे इंटरनेशनली, क्या कॉमन रीज़न था. भाई सक्सेसफुल कू हुआ था वहाँ पे, इन सारी जगहों पे. कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग हैवी इंडस्ट्रीज, फर्टिलाइजर प्लांट्स, ऑयल रिफाइनरीज, स्टील प्लांट्स. ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू प्ले सिग्निफिकेंट रोल इन डीकार्बनाइजिंग हाउ मेनी ऑफ द इंडस्ट्रीज. देखो एक बार बताओ, फिर से लैंग्वेज देखो, इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू प्ले. इट इज़ नॉट सेइंग कि प्लेइंग, इट इज़ नॉट सेइंग कि प्लेइंग राइट नाउ, इट इज सेइंग एक्सपेक्टेड टू प्ले. कितनी ज़्यादा पॉसिबिलिटी दे दी कि भाई इन फील्ड्स में ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन कहाँ पे रोल प्ले कर सकता है डीकार्बनाइज करने के लिए. सब में कर सकता है. अब भाई ये सारे हैं, दे ऑल आर यूजिंग सम एनर्जी सोर्स ना. सो टुडे दे माइट बी यूजिंग लाइक कोल, और दे माइट बी यूजिंग पेट्रोलियम, और दे माइट बी यूजिंग गैस. सो वी कैन रिप्लेस दीज थिंग्स विद ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन. What is the problem? We can replace with green hydrogen. So green hydrogen can play the role anywhere wherever energy is being used. So सारे के सारे ठीक हो जाएंगे. ठीक है, all 3 will be correct here. Coming to the question number 100. It is on G20. Why it was asked? Because G20 was held in India, New Delhi at that time. ठीक है, बाकी मतलब मेनली न्यू दिल्ली में हुआ था, बाकी तो पूरे इंडिया में इसकी मीटिंग्स हुई थी. तो G20 group was originally established as a platform for the finance ministers and central bank governors to discuss the international economic and financial issues. ठीक है. डिजिटल पब्लिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर वन ऑफ द इंडिया G20 पैकेज, ये भी ठीक है. तो दोनों के दोनों ठीक है. तो टुडे वी हैव कंप्लीटेड द 2023 क्वेश्चन पेपर. और जो ये सारे वीडियो देख रहे हैं, जिनने अब तक की सारी वीडियोस देखी, प्लीज़ डू कमेंट कि सर आई हैव वॉच्ड ऑल द वीडियोस. तो मैं अभी तो जानूँ कि कौन है जो रेगुलरली फॉलो कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. सो टुमारो वी विल स्टार्ट 2024 क्वेश्चन पेपर and we will try to complete it in 4 days. like we will do 25 questions daily, ताकि वीडियो भी लंबी ना हो और आपको भी कोई दिक्कत ना हो. ठीक है. तो ओके, गुड नाइट. ठीक है, और ध्यान रखिएगा अपना. मिलते हैं कल को 8:30 बजे. थैंक यू, थैंक्स अ लॉट.